somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, we're getting back into the world of video games. Ralph Breaks the Internet is what's on the agenda today. This one's from 2018. We all really enjoyed the first one. I'm looking forward to seeing what we get into in this one.
Yeah, I have not seen the second one. I only saw the first one. I know, shocking, but I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to give this a watch because I enjoyed the first one so much that I gave it a 5.
You know, knowing that John C. Reilly was going to be the main character in the first one, I wasn't ready for it to be as much of an emotional punch that it was in an absolutely phenomenal way. So I'm really excited for this one.
All right, without further ado, then let's go! Hey, Steve, can I get a water?
Coming right up. Got a fresh pack right down here. Oh, my back. Oh.
Uh-oh. Looks like Steve's back just called it quits.
Some help would be good right about now.
Yeah, you're gonna need some help with that, Steve. Your injury could be worth millions. You should consider calling Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm.
With more than 1,000 lawyers and 4,000 case staff ready to fight for you if you become their client.
But Steve's worried. He doesn't have the cash to pay for expensive legal fees.
Worry no more. Morgan & Morgan will fight for every penny you deserve. And guess what? The fee is absolutely free. Unless you win. But Steve doesn't want to sue his boss, even though he hasn't gotten his surgery bills covered in the last 6 months. Steve, when you sue for an injury, you're not suing your boss. You're suing the insurance company. So if you've been a victim in a workplace injury or any other personal injury, you can hit the link in the description to get Morgan & Morgan to fight for you. Steve did, and now he's back in the game.
Check this out. I spy
Play a lot of this game
something
with a 4-year-old.
yellow, and it eats dots.
Well, obviously it's Pac-Man.
Why is that obvious?
We're back.
Do you or do you not think that Zangief waxes? Look at those 2 very specific tuffets of shin hair poking out of his boots.
He's baby smooth everywhere else.
I rest my case.
Wonder what kind of new games we're going to have in this one for 2018.
Oh, they're at Tapper
let's see what you
again.
got, kid.
Virtual Cop.
Hey, want to sneak into Tron?
Doesn't that game have a virus?
No, I'm sure they fixed it.
Sure, they fixed it.
Did you guys see any of the Tron
Uh-oh.
movies?
Uh-oh.
I don't think they fixed the game.
Look at it. Is that Agent X? Food fight? Madden.
Around they do tiny specks of dust.
Why would I wonder if there's more to life when the life I got is perfect? I got a best friend who just happens to be the coolest kid in the whole arcade.
Home run.
Saying there's not one single solitary thing about your life that you would change.
My little guy loves those bite games. Loves them.
The only thing I might do different in that scenario would be not having to go to work. Hey, where'd our sunrise go?
All right, let's get you plugged in.
That's a plug-in alert. Litwick hasn't
Who's the new
plugged in a
game?
game in forever.
It's going to be like a 40-1 and it'll replace all the others. Got Dig Dug back there.
You don't want a racing game?
Whiffy.
Win.
Well, it's either wiffle ball or an arranged marriage game.
Online community where human beings go to shop and play games and socialize.
It is new, it is different, and therefore you should fear it. So keep out for Pete's sake and get to work.
Finally get something new plugged in, and we're not even allowed to go in there. Every bonus level's been unlocked. I know every shortcut. Go to work. I'll see you tonight, Stench Vessel.
All right.
Stench Vessel. Gotta get that downloadable content.
Wants a new track? I'll give her a new track.
Come on, Nafisa. Let's play Sugar Rush.
Oh boy.
You're gonna lose today, princess.
It's the driving stare.
Yeah, I must have fallen asleep. Oh, fun, I'm winning.
Right on time.
Ralph made a Joker lap for her.
Looking for something new? Hate this track. Ralph, you old son of a gun.
I think I unlocked a new track. Never seen that before.
Rocky Road.
You're welcome.
You're going to lose. I can't. It's just driving itself.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
It's one of those new cars that drives for you.
Kid,
What an amazing track. Thank you, Ralph.
you know I take my duty as your hero very seriously.
Penelope, get up here. We have a situation. What did you do, Ralph?
Nothing.
All right. On you.
Oh!
We'll just order a new part.
The company that made Sugar Rush went out of business years ago.
I could try to find one on the internet.
Look, it'll be like finding a needle in a...
Of course they would find it.
How much? That's more than this game makes in a year. It might be time to sell Sugar Rush for parts.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Candy corn.
Candy corn.
I haven't seen this many gameless characters since Space Invaders went down.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh. Let's start it off a little
Yeah.
heavy, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe I don't have a game anymore.
You sleep in, you do no work, then you go to Tappers with me every night. You were just belly aching about the tracks being too easy.
No, that doesn't mean I didn't love it. Still, I never really knew what might happen in a race. It's that feeling, that not knowing what's coming next feeling. If I'm not a racer, Ralph, what am I?
Oh, you're my best friend.
It's not enough.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I know I'm being weird. I think maybe I just need to be alone right now.
We're just hoping a few more of you will open your doors and your hearts.
He's having his martini.
Yeah.
Suppose that large green olive will fit in nicely with my decor. That just leaves the racers.
We're like adorable.
Any takers?
Felix and I will give them sanctuary.
Those things are basically feral.
Pardon me, sir.
Basically feral.
What is your lame TV only have one channel?
Oh, hate to say I told you.
They're feral.
She's glitching like crazy and acting super insecure, and
The kid just lost a game. Give her a break.
since when do you drink root beer?
Since tonight.
Now I'm a father of 15. Isn't that just a blessing?
There he goes.
There it goes.
Oh boy.
What'd you say, Felix?
Oh, EO boy?
Yeah.
EO boy.
Boy. Say it again.
What is he going for here?
I don't know.
E-boy.
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 Yeah.
eBay.
What are you getting at there,
So they
Ralph?
bought the steering wheel.
Are you thinking about going to the internet and finding that part?
That's the only thing that's gonna make Vanellope happy again.
And if Sugar Rush is fixed, all those lovable scamps living in my house and destroying my sanity. Ralph, this is an important mission, a noble mission.
And now they have Wi-Fi, so...
Drinks out of the house, everybody. Felix is playing.
Oh, boy.
We're going to the internet.
What?
Yeah, to find the part to fix your game. Yeah, we're glad to see you. We want to report some malfeasance over by the whack-a-mole.
Malfeasance.
Appreciate the tip.
Malfeasance.
This is a shockingly sound, well-thought-out idea for you, Ralph. Oh, here it comes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and
Oh, look at
Going
that.
under the rotor.
Yep.
Oh.
Huh.
where do you think they keep their eBay?
Beats me.
We're looking for eBay.
That's like my parents navigating the internet.
We're looking for eBay.
Password
The old school computer he's got.
0 online.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Make
is
the
cool.
connection.
Whoa, mood lighting. That's a gremlin. Say it, it's a gremlin.
IP address 415-1037-483. IP address 415-1037-483.
Oh, the
They all gonna-
music.
They all gonna end up in different spots.
They're going to the internet. The internet superhighway.
Let's see, information superhighway.
Fana.
Just a little older than you are. That's why I know that.
World Wide Web.
The World Wide Web, the interweb, the information superhighway.
Oh,
That's how you
look at
know
that.
it. Oh,
There's
whoa.
Trivago. IMDb. Love using that. BuzzFood.
We are in the internet. This is the most beautiful miracle I've ever seen.
Red exclamation point and
But
mushroom.
it's so big. How are we possibly gonna find eBay out there?
Look at that little egg guy. He's got
Who
one of
knows
those
more?
hats that smart
You need a
people wear. I
Clippy.
bet he could help us.
Oh, Clippy.
Where's Clippy?
Where can I find ballet?
Ballet shoes, ballet classes, ballet for
No.
poets.
Oh, I love it.
Interesting. You don't seem to have a search history. Well, let's start one.
eBay Sugar Rush steering wheel.
What? How did you?
The internet's very intuitive.
What a delightful girl.
Will be found for
Me
seeds
too.
less
I
than
can
2
have
megabytes per second.
cheeseburger. Yes. Yes.
Social media district.
I
Oh,
can have cheeseburger. What a legend.
Facebook,
Carvana.
YouTube, Kickstarter.
The original memes.
I don't know what that one's about.
answered as I can
Which one?
has cheeseburger.
I would have to see it
These
again.
guys.
I'd have to see it again.
You real ones
Oh,
out there
tweets.
will know.
Twitter. Oh, Jesus.
These 10 child stars went to prison. Number 6 will amaze you.
So true.
games?
Gentlemen, the next item. Update sorrowful kitten getting started at 49.
Gently used artificial
Gently
Corn chip shaped like Beyonce sunship hat.
Oh, someone else is trying to win it. Come on, hurry, let's go.
315.
320.
325.
What's
350.
1,000.
1,000.
Thank you.
Check this out. 15,000.
55.
55er. 17.
And sold for 27,000.
What if this goes on dude's bill? Puts the arcade out of business.
I'll just need a credit card number.
Sorry,
Okay,
what's up?
never Oh.
A credit card number.
You're gonna laugh. He left his wallet at home.
Yeah.
If you don't pay within 24 hours, you'll forfeit the bid and you will lose this item. Next!
Look at their signs aren't even real.
There's only one steering wheel in the whole internet, and we blew our chance to get it.
We came here to save your game, and that's what we're gonna do. All we gotta do is figure out a way to earn a little bit of moolah.
$27,000.
Is Bitcoin around?
Yes.
Want to get rich playing video games?
Me and my friend here, we got 24 hours to make $27,001.
Come on, click here and I'll take you to my website. Ample carriage there.
Reminds me of Gil from The Simpsons.
I know what you're thinking. and not to worry, my antivirus guy was just here. Clean as a... Oh, if I can just find that... God! I just gotta find this list.
Look at all the power-ups right there.
The Mario blocks.
Fish, Wife's Amulet, Wizard Quest, Foxhole Hammer, Zombie Crusade.
Welcome to the exciting world of loot hunting.
Loot, yeah.
Do you have any more lucrative items, maybe?
God!
His eyes.
We'll pay 40 grand for Shank's car from a game called Slaughter Race. Slaughter Race is the most popular online racing game out there.
We'll get you that car, no problemo. Slaughter Race.
Statham gonna show up here?
Okay, this game is kind of amazing.
Nice kitty.
Nice kitty.
Oh.
Let's just find Shank's car and get out of here.
Shark.
Why? Does it show how dangerous it is?
There it is.
That car is gorgeous.
Sugar. Players.
Finally found Shank's car.
Dirty socks.
Let's jack this ride.
Oh yeah, dirty socks. It's on.
You're not playing that horrible game again, are you?
No, Grandma! Let's jack this ride.
While the cat was away, these mice tried to play.
Shank and the Queen of the Road.
Superhuman speed.
Give those punks the works.
With pleasure.
End of the road.
Now I gotta start all over.
I am scared.
I have an idea.
Do you ever reckon we're going a bit too hard on the players?
But if we just let them win, where's the life lesson, you know?
Whoever does will have to be the best of the best.
So what we're gonna need is 2 precision drivers.
Who are you?
I'm here from the Department of Noise. Someone told Larry that we've been doing a lot of gun sounds and screaming sounds.
She can barely see over the steering wheel.
Yeah, Larry!
Yeah, we're gonna get charmed.
Kidding me? Someone got Shank's car?
And I need yours. Sorry.
Oh, it's a shame we have to leave so soon. This game is cool.
Cars in the background.
This guy coming in hot.
Coming in. Oh. Oh, it's like a flip car.
You mess with the bull, you get the horns, little girl.
2 months, I got you. 2 months.
That Shank lady, she looks upset.
Oh, don't worry, I'll lose her.
Oh, some serious drifting. Oh, love
So
the
it's like the
racing in the
tunnels
tunnels.
and Fast and
GTA.
Furious. Well, opinions vary.
This girl can drive.
She's a racer.
She's a racer.
Fire! You see the fire? It's dead end.
Not for me.
Oh, way to use the glitch. Nice.
Oh. Oh no.
Yo, Department of Noise, get out of my car.
I'm gonna talk to her.
Ralph, be careful.
It's fine. We aren't normally car thieves. She's a candy cart racer. Little track in her cookie wafer car we built together. We need money to do that, and someone was gonna pay us money to steal your car.
Okay. Friendship is everything to us too. Right, guys?
Word.
Friendship.
We're like family.
Family.
So does this mean we can keep your car?
Absolutely not.
What's the bullet?
Say something. First thing that comes to your mind.
Let's get in the red gang!
There are much better ways to make money on the internet than stealing cars.
Everybody knows BuzzTube is the video sharing site.
A friend of mine, Chick, yes, she's the head algorithm over there. Tell her I sent
The head
you. Yes,
algorithm.
we'll hook you up.
If you ever want to come back for a rematch, I'd be happy to kick your butt again.
Oh.
Oh wow.
He's seeing you.
No. no. We're going back to Spamley's. He can give us some easier loot.
Here to let you know your bid expires in 8 hours.
Do it your way, but I'm telling you right now, that BuzzTube place is a terrible idea.
Oh, we got a cat video, the screaming goat on the bottom.
Now, who are we supposed to see about getting paid again?
The head algorithm.
Uninspired, cliched. Oh, YouTube's got this one.
Are you the head of Al Gore?
I am the head
He invented the internet. Algorithm.
This is the leaf blower guy?
Who?
1.3 million hearts.
Well.
She lights up.
Well, Wreck-It Ralph, you are trending, and these are for you.
She kind of told us that viral videos can make, like, actual money.
Oh, hearts are money, honey.
43? That's not even half of 27,001.
Oh.
What if I made you a whole bunch of videos of me doing all kinds of crazy things?
As usual, human suffering is number one, followed by hot pepper eating challenges, video game walkthroughs, screaming goats are back, unboxings, bee puns.
Bee puns.
That is what the internet was made for. Let's get to work.
Seen it. Saw that one. Seen it. Huh?
Oh, the screaming goat was viral. And then when Taylor Swift is I Knew You Were Trouble When You Walked In, the goat went viral again.
Supposed to be spicy. We'll see about that. Oh, make it stop!
Yo, McNeely. Another one was dropped.
And that, my friends, is how you achieve the perfect cat.
The floss.
Finish with a hot barrage.
He still needs 200 million hearts in the next 5 hours, or this beautiful child loses her game. My elite pop-up army. I need you up there, popping up.
Shabbat, that looks so fun. Yes, can I be a pop-up?
I don't know. Can you be annoyingly aggressive?
I don't know, can I?
You gotta stay here and be my movie star.
What? No.
But I just want to get out there and be useful.
Without me?
Your app comes with BuzzFace, so you can keep in touch anywhere on the internet.
Buzzface.
We haven't been apart in like 6 years. I'm going to miss you.
The more hearts your videos get, the faster we'll get the wheel, and then we can go home.
Oh, no. Bad idea. Those games are dangerous. Family-friendly fan sites. That sounds safe.
Okay, I'll redirect our newest pop-up to ohmydisney.com.
Imagine that, huh?
Yeah.
Star Wars, Marvel, Muppet Show, Pixar.
Buzz Lightyear, Big Hero 6.
Oh, look at all the
princesses.
Oh, yeah.
No offense or anything. Click here to meet
Ask
Wreck-It
Groot anything.
You have a permit for that pop-up? That's unauthorized.
Oh, they're gonna miss.
You're coming with us, kid.
They did the scream.
Yeah. Oh, Nightmare Before Christmas back there.
Iron Man.
Oh, 100
Oh,
Dalmatians.
Stan Lee!
Hey, Zootopia.
Bateman!
Seven Dwarves, the chicken from Moana.
Peter Pan's.
Hi.
Jasmine.
The frying pan.
The glass slipper.
The glass.
I'm a princess too. Wait, what? Of the Sugar Rush Von Schweetzes?
Do you have magic hair?
No.
Magic hands?
No.
Were you poisoned?
No. Cursed? No.
Kidnapped or enslaved?
Should I call the police?
Princess Vanellope, the queen of comfy. What's it called again? Oh, yeah. Shirt.
Just like in the movie.
Might wear a shirt.
Whoa. Wait, what's going on?
That's what happens when a princess sings about her dreams. What is it you really want? Sing about that.
Oh, steering wheel. Oh, steering wheel. You're saying if I just stare at some water, important water, right? Somehow now magically I'll start singing about my dream?
For sure. It was lovely to meet you, Vanellope.
And best of luck finding your song.
A pancake milkshake fun set. Huh, you got a little heft to it. I'll put wobbling around in there.
Not the bees.
Who would have guessed a bee pun would be the thing to put us over the top?
Not the bees.
Your bid does expire in 30 minutes.
You hear that, Yes? We don't have a lot of time left.
Okay. No.
Why are you angry at the lollipop?
If this doesn't load, we're not gonna make it. You don't have enough hearts.
Come and check out my video. You're gonna love it. Right over here. You guys. You know you love me. Oh, anybody in here? The heck is this place?
This is where they're going to be very supportive and nice to Ralph.
Ralph is back. Hey, gee whiz, the internet is so positive. Ralph's videos stink. He's so fat and ugly. Just a worthless bum alone on a pile of bricks.
Had to get all serious on us.
First rule of the internet: do not read the comments. This place can bring out the worst in some people, but you gotta ignore all this.
People hated me my whole life for being a bad guy. Good reminder that this is the only heart that really matters. I sure don't need the internet.
Hold on.
Watching Ralph in anguish fuels me.
Congratulations, Ralph. You did it. You got over
Hey,
it.
there we go.
This is great. Let's hop along, Cassidy.
Come on, song. I'm reflecting. What is it that I want? Yeah, you're right there.
We did it! We got the money! We're going home, kid! Our lives can finally get back to normal!
Oh, normal.
Now I think she's going to reflect.
Wow, I can't believe it. I get to go home.
Oh, steering wheel.
Oh, here it comes.
Yep.
Jeez. Of course it would be. Look, there's a spot.
That's what
It's
she
a
wants.
helicopter. Come on.
Oh, this is amazing.
She's just random rhymes.
Yes.
Oh my God. That's a little bit nicer than the cart she has. What's that, Ralph?
Well, you can always come back, right?
Have you seen Vanellope anywhere?
Oh, you little chum? No, I haven't.
That's muted.
See over there? Over that mountain?
Yeah?
That's the Sequoia Speedway.
Hey, what are you doing in that awful game with her?
Awful game.
Can I tell you something that I don't think I could ever tell Ralph? The second I walked into this game, it felt like home. I mean, more than Sugar Rush ever did. You know, you never know what's gonna happen next.
I mean, it's new to you, but
Yep.
Because Ralph's dream is to do the same thing every day.
Here's something I wish I'd learned years ago. There's no law saying best friends have to have the same dreams.
You are a very wise person, Shank.
Shank.
I want this to be my normal. I want this to be my life.
Oh.
You know where I come from, that's called a kick in the face. Straight up donkey kick to the teeth.
No, she's been brainwashed. That's what this is.
You charged in there like some white knight. I mean, she's liable to hold it against you.
You know about viruses and stuff, right, Spamley?
Who's asking?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Double Dan. This dude is a virus-making machine. Do not look at his little brother.
Oh, his little brother?
Long time no see.
Who are you?
This is his little brother.
My cousin Gordon told me that you wanted to crash it.
Crash it? No. If there's a way to just make the cars go slow or something so the game is boring and my friend comes back home to me.
Arthur's what I call an insecurity virus.
Arthur Shelby.
Then you'll copy that defect and spread it all over the game.
No one gets hurt, right?
Are you stupid? All you have to do is make sure the virus stays in Slaughter Race.
You ready for your first race?
Yeah.
You didn't tell Ralph yet, did you?
Not exactly.
Well,
What if his feelings get hurt so bad he won't want to be my friend anymore?
I'm not gonna tell you what to do, kid. It's your call.
Well,
oh, there's the virus.
What if it thinks Vanellope is an insecurity?
Yeah.
For insecurities.
So, I mean, she's not supposed to be in the game.
It looks like the older brother from Big Hero 6.
Power drift into a drift jump. I saw it.
Oh, what a good creature design on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we're not finished. Come on, B.
Ralph? It'll be okay. Ralph will be fine.
Insecurity detected. Copying insecurity.
Oh.
Distributing insecurity.
Oh, everything's glitching.
The whole place is going crazy. I thought that virus was just supposed to slow down our car.
It was. He must have found something real unstable in there.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Game reboot begins in 60 seconds.
You can't go in there. They're gonna reboot the game and anything that doesn't belong in there will be deleted.
If I don't get her out of there, Vanellope's gonna die.
We gotta get you out of here now. Follow me to the exit.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, no. They faded to black on us.
Oh, no. Go.
I got you.
3, 2, 1. Reboot
Made it.
in progress.
Come on, Vanellope, wake up.
Ralph,
Oh, there you are.
I messed up so bad.
Oh, she's going to think it's her fault.
This is all because of me and my glitch.
Oh, boy.
Now, Ralph's got to come clean again.
I didn't mean for it to happen like this. It's not supposed to be this bad.
You did this. Why would I ever spend another second with you after what you did?
Oh, no.
Oh.
No. That's why he did everything.
Oh.
Friend would never do what you did. Never.
No, B, no, please.
Oh, it's going to get out.
Insecurity detected.
Oh, 100%.
What?
Distributing insecurity.
Oh.
Y2K.
GeoCities.
Oh.
Of course.
You're such an idiot.
Oh, boy. They're everywhere.
The Wreck-It Ralph virus is fast-moving and destructive.
I found 130 results for where does my high school girlfriend live now.
Oh, jeez.
There's a whole bunch of Ralphs chasing me.
I followed those things here. I think they're looking for you, kid. What do I do if clones of me are trying to capture my friend?
If Vanellope could somehow lead all of the clones through the gates, they would be deleted. Sort of a codependent Pied Piper situation.
We know a Pied Piper.
You do?
Yes.
You break the internet. You don't literally have to break the internet. He also made a bee pun to save his best friend's game, so...
You ready to Pied the Piper?
It's me, your bestest friend in the whole wide world who you can't live without.
I don't blame you for not wanting to be my friend anymore.
Said you were acting like a bad friend, which you were.
I know I was, but
Babies, that's the antivirus district. Straight ahead.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh.
Pinterest.
Go! I got a date with the man in the mirror. You keep away from her! Gonna rock it!
It's actually working a little bit.
Oh, she can glitch out of it.
Wait, what?
Let go of me!
Gmail. Oh, I caught him going to the top of Google.
To the top of the Google Tower. Feels like Indiana Jones music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Please no! You're gonna kill my best friend! Friend, you win, okay? I'll be your only friend, okay? Just let him go.
No, kid!
Just me and you. That's what you want, right?
It's not a very healthy relationship.
It's not right to hold a friend back from her dreams. You don't own her. You need to let her go. I know. It's gonna hurt a little bit when you do. Oh, who am I kidding? It's gonna hurt a lot. And we're gonna be okay. Right, kid?
Of course we are, always.
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 No matter where she goes, she's always gonna be our friend. I feel good about this.
And got rid of all the insecurities.
Yep.
There you go. You have nothing.
Yeah.
Park it right here, Ralph.
Knocked him out.
Oh, it's a big, strong man in need of rescuing.
What are we rigging up here? Oh. Parachutes. The sunlight's on him.
Oh, thanks, Frogger.
Frogger.
Who are all of you?
We're friends of Vanellope's. Yeah.
Just, there we go.
We're about to come back online. You ready?
Be right there.
It's gonna be great. Found your dream game.
Yeah, I did. You did.
Before you go, I wanted to give you this. Now we can both have a half. See?
Yeah. I love you so much.
Aw.
I'm really gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you too, kid. I really am. Okay, getting a little clingy on me here. Come on, get out of here. The world's waiting for you, kid.
Now it's not just an arcade.
His big hands.
Even though we got that steering wheel and saved Sugar Rush, it's never really going to be the same. One thing, the racers aren't even that obnoxious anymore.
Gotta hand it to you two. How on earth did you tame those things?
The key to parenting is.
And we got this new thing we do every Friday night where we all go and hang out in a different game. Yeah, we really do have a lot of fun.
stories never disappoint, Ralph.
When'd you say you getting those days off?
Our upgrade starts on January 25th, so like 2 months from now.
You want me to bring you anything from home when I come visit?
You know what I cannot find anywhere on the internet? A halfway decent Burger Time burger.
Well, sun's coming up already. Guess I better get to it.
So long, stink brain.
Bye, kid.
You doing okay there, Ralph?
I am, actually. Come on, Felix. Let's get to work, buddy.
Pong back there.
Gotta get away from Tapper.
Wow, is this the only song they've had in it? Is this one at the end?
Pretty much as far as like
Yeah.
straight up song.
That's what I
Yeah, I
thought.
think
They
so.
did it. They did the same thing the first one.
Hey, Mo, did you like the movie, sweetie?
There was a scene in the trailer that wasn't in the movie.
Maybe playing your game will cheer you up.
Okay. Pancake.
Ooh, I want to try. My turn.
This was in the trailer. That's right. I remember.
Milkshake. I'm starting to understand why people like this game.
Found more pancakes.
Eat.
Ralph, you might want to try feeding the kitty for a little while.
The kitty gets the milkshake. The bunny gets the pancake.
Oh, nice.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go, guys.
There is Ralph Breaks the Internet. Look, this one was a lot of fun. They did it. They took everything from the first one and they just made it better, flat out. I mean, because they were able to go into the world of the internet, it just made everything that much bigger, that much better. This was great. I mean, all the voice actors did a tremendous job. I liked the story. They kept it, again, I don't want to say it was a simple story, but, it didn't have a ton of like gotchas and twists. It was just a fun story that just kept our relationship building between Vanellope and Ralph and how good of friends they were. And, Ralph had to come to terms with the fact that Vanellope, to find herself and what she wanted to do, she was going to have to move on. And, obviously a lot of times, people can have a hard time with that, friends leaving a neighborhood and maybe going off and doing something different, having to leave people behind. I mean, gosh, that's a story, how much time we got? How long do you want to talk about that? That whole mentality of, people leaving an area and then other people taking issue with it. So that was really good. Look, this story was just a lot of fun. All the cameos they had, all the Disney cameos, they had some of the Star Wars ones in there were great. So that made for a really fun movie that kind of gave me vibes of Ready Player One a little bit, because they had all the different references to all the different things. Look, and that just makes it so fun. I mean, the story stood on its own 2 feet. Don't get me wrong. It was a great story, but having all the cameos and having all the fun extras with the correct voice actors just made it for that much more fun. We talked about that a lot in the What If series that we did, where it made such a difference having the original actors who played the characters in What If to reprise their roles. And I like that they did that here with a lot of the princesses. And, for some of the other characters, maybe they found somebody who was close, like C-3PO or is that right? C-3PO or C-3PO was who they had in here. And obviously I don't think they got the original actor for that, but it was, somebody who was close enough, kind of like how they did Robert Downey Jr.'s voice in What If. I thought it was fine. So with this one, like I said, the only thing that is a personal preference for me is, look, I love having great songs in these animated movies, and Wreck-It Ralph and their whole set of movies is very unique in that they don't have that. They don't, bring in a bunch of big banger songs to make the movie. And I think that's something unique to them, and I'm You know, it sets them apart. I prefer music that I recognize for impactful scenes. I mentioned it in the first one, how I would have loved to have had, you know, some really awesome like rock and roll song when Vanellope was doing the final race. I thought that would have been great, but they chose not to go that route, and that's fine. That's a personal thing for me. So, you know, overall, I think Ralph had a great, if I can say, a great arc in this story. Look, he made the mistake again. Yep. He tried to make something better. He tried to almost hold Vanellope too close, made the mistake. He went down the road of getting the virus, and it infected the whole game, which, by the way, I thought the animation for the virus was really unique and cool. It was almost like centipede type creepy or millipede creepy, but it had the smoke that came off it and the one eye that made it really cool. So I mean, you know, huge shout out to the designers for that. Ton of animation. Was obviously, you know, 2018 when it came out. I thought that was great. So yeah, this one was just a lot of fun. And again, it did have a message. It was very heartfelt. We did get the I love you at the end, but this one is unique in that it's not the huge gut punch that you're gonna get where you lose somebody or there's just a massive heart-wrenching story. It was just a lot of fun with a really good message and a ton of fun cameos for people who are fans of video games and movies. I thought it was a lot of fun.
In case you wanted to scroll now, you know, coming into this, because I loved the first one so much, especially dealing with video games. You had all the great cameos which they brought to us right away at the beginning of this one. I was like, how could they top it? To me, I think they topped it. Mm-hmm. It was great, and they used everything that they had. And I saw a couple of reviews. Oh, it's just product placement, blah 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 blah. But you look at it, they had Disney, which has all these rights to be able to use at their disposal. Why wouldn't they use them? Yeah. I thought the inclusion of the Disney princesses and then making her a Disney princess was great. I loved it. They told her you got to have your moment to reflect on things. She did. Like, she learned from them. I thought this movie was fantastic. I was so worried. Well, so worried it's going to be great. But yeah.
If they went on the internet and if they didn't have the actual Google or the actual YouTube or the actual Amazon, like, it would have been weird, right? If they would have had the same design but called it something different, I think it would have been weird, and it would have taken you out of it.
I mean,
Lugal.
Exactly. That was going to be my, Lugal. And then instead of, they kind of had it. They made up Buzz too, but they mentioned YouTube. They're like, oh, YouTube already took that one. Yeah. So they had their little ones that they can, their little, apps that they could have fun with that. But everything else, I thought the inclusion of everything else was ingenious. Seeing IMDb, and that was fun. We're looking around, and then when he's down in the pits looking for the broken necklace, there's some websites that don't exist anymore. You're like, oh my God, it's at the bottom of the heap. They had the dark web where they brought that in, which do not go into. That is not very good. Like Quinn says it jokingly, don't go on the dark web. No, absolutely do not. There's some bad stuff there, I'm sure. But the inclusion of that was clever. I just thought it was great, and had another great story that, yes, he screwed up, but he, again, wanted his life, loved his life. It was perfect for him. He even said it. He wouldn't change a thing. And then even at the end when, he's looking at the sunrise and like Felix is like, hey, you all right? And he's like, you know what? Actually pretty damn perfect, because he got to see, the whole thing is about their friendship, and he finally learns it at the end, just like the end of the first one. He's like, I'm a bad guy, and that's not a bad thing because I'm a good bad guy, that whole speech they had. But in this one too, he's like, you got to let her go. You can't keep your best friends bottled up. If they need to do something to blossom and to grow, they need to do that. You can't hold them down. You have to let them grow. And that's what this movie was about. I just thought it was perfect. And then, the big hug at the end, I absolutely loved. I cried when she was like, I love you so much, because it's there. They do. And it almost seemed like they're ending their movies forever, and it was just like it was Sarah Silverman saying that to John C. Reilly, like, I love you so much, because they probably had so much fun doing everything, promoting this movie, being together and all this stuff, because they just look like they'd be both fun, real fun to be around. But notwithstanding, this movie was just so much fun. The cameos, seeing everything that you could point out. I saw there was a thing, it was like Ready Player One. I get it, but that's what helps it, and that's what makes it amazing, that you can get all that stuff in there. But like I said too, if you have Disney, it's like, oh, we can I mean, it's not like they bombarded you with it. Other than the princess thing, like it wasn't like it was dominating. But I thought the princess thing was genius with how they did, especially with how they saved Ralph at the end. They all worked together. It was fantastic. I got a big smile on my face with that, and then even kissing what he thought was Frogger, which is bringing us back to the video games. So this movie was fantastic. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna right out of the gate. I absolutely loved the movie, and I thought it was brilliant. So I loved. Look, the main message, of course, is that as Mason Quinn touched on, Answer touched on. Look, as we grow older, as we reach different phases in our lives, life can take us in different directions, and it's okay. And you can still be really strong friends with somebody and be in completely different places in your life. And I think that is the big message here. And the one thing that I interpreted a little bit different, and I'm curious to see what other parents with young children or children period, whether they interpret it in the same fashion as I did. It was very much the friend thing, but at the end, I very much got the parent watching the child go off. That, and especially the wave, because I mean, my little guy's 4, and I'm trying to prepare myself for the first time he gets on a school bus in that wave, because I know parents who are like, I just waved, went back inside, and just broke down and bawled. Or the parents, I'm 45, so I do have some friends who are my age and had kids younger that are like, this last summer, moved their kids into the dorm room for the first time, and it was that waving goodbye. So throughout the story, I was very much getting that hometown friendship, going your separate ways, and then at the end, it wasn't until the waving, right? That's when I really got like, okay, is Ralph, they were friends, but he kind of at the end like took on that fatherly like protector role, right? Or a parental role. He was worried that she was making bad decisions, and of course those are things that friends would look out for too. And then the big metaphor for me, and the part where like I got most choked up, not really a movie where you get super choked up consistently, was the heart in 2. Now that's been a popular pendant for friends to give each other for years, but for me, when you have a child, it's literally like half your heart, right? And so for me, that was super powerful. And I think a lot of people are going to look at that and say, oh yeah, I've seen those chains where it's half of heart. I don't think that's what it was about. And that's what it wasn't about for me. It was that last one seemed like a parent-child thing where your parent goes off and is quite literally taking half of your heart with them. So I thought that was really powerful. This is the most choked up I've got in talking about it. Like I said, I'm right at that point with my little guy where, look, because of our living situation and stuff, I don't know if he's going to be on a school bus or we'll be dropping him off. But even just the dropping him off, I remember the first time, he's been at home with me. Luckily, I've been able to work from home, and my fiance's had some opportunities to work from home since we had him. So even the first time I dropped my little guy off at daycare at the YMCA, I was like, oh, and I didn't know if he was going to be there. Dad, don't leave. And I dropped him off. He's like, oh, kids' toys. And he just ran, and I was like,
Well, I see where I rate.
Yeah, kind of. And I left. So, I thought it was great. And now I'm going to kind of go to what Mason Quinn had said. And the answer touched on some of the things other people had said as far as critics and as far as other reviewers. And we look at this, and I think it's important for us sometimes to just say how we felt about the movie first, because I want to have my own opinion. I don't want my opinion to be swayed one way or another because of critics. So I didn't know anything going into this film. I thought it was amazing. But sometimes you want to read what people had to say that didn't love it or was negative and kind of do a point counterpoint. Mason Quinn, you touched on this. The branding was absolutely necessary because it was a realism of what you get when you go on the internet. And we saw some people on IMDb talking about, oh, well, it was just a big product placement thing. Well, it had to be. In order to be relatable.
That's what the internet is.
That's
one big product
the internet
placement.
is. It's eBay, it's Google, it's YouTube, and the things you're familiar with on the internet. I mean, if it wouldn't make any sense if you replaced everything and you had to be, okay, granted, there was a couple things like Google wasn't the search engine. There was another search engine. Maybe it was, you'd have to go way back in the internet to be familiar with Ask Jeeves, but it kind
It's
of
still out there. It's just known as Jeeves, I think.
or Jeeves now. But I think the movie loses a ton of relatability if they make it where they're not using actual brand names, right? So I think that was important. And I didn't feel like it was a bunch of product placement. That's just the reality of the internet.
Well, look, they did it with the video games. They had all the characters in the first one. What's the difference?
Right? It's like okay. So for example, when we have movies now, we know certain automakers are paying for brand placement. Dodge notoriously with some of the Fast and Furious movies. Aston Martin with James Bond. But they're still showing other cars in the film. It's not just like they've whatever. And the point is they weren't just going to have, like, if you saw a Fast and Furious movie and every car on the side of every road and everything they drove was a Dodge, then you could be like, okay, this is really shitty product placement. But for this, it's like, that was relatable stuff. I think they did a great job fan service for us older people on the internet. And look, even these guys didn't recognize I Can Has Cheeseburger, and I was like, oh my god, like I'm like dying with I Can Has Cheeseburger, the Screaming Goat. So they did a lot of relatable things with stuff that was popular on the internet a long time ago when the internet really was in its infancy, or memes were in their infancy. But they gave us some more modern stuff as well. I thought that was fun. I didn't feel like, and I think Disney does a lot of great stuff. There's some stuff that I haven't, completely loved. But I thought the addition of all the Disney characters, I thought that was, it worked well. I thought it was really cool that they had all the princesses. I thought they showed them casual. I thought it was funny in the way they worked them into the story. So I thought that was cool. The edgy video game with Gal Gadot and all the other characters, I thought that was cool. And I thought this was done really, really well. And I know people, had said, well, it seemed like aimless and stuff like that. I don't think it was like that at all. And for me, a lot of what the internet represented for this was, and I know Mason Quinn, you talked about the small town stuff, right? And I think that, look, the internet for me in this film wasn't like, oh, it's this giant product placement and this and this and this. What that represented was people going out and exploring in the world. Like when you get on the internet, it connects you to everything, right? It connects you to everything. So regardless of whether you're from a small town, or maybe let's say you're from a bigger city, but you live with your parents your whole life, and then you go out in the world, that is what that is representative. It's not product placement. It's not all this and that and that. And we see Netgear, we see Purple. I don't know if that's a mattress company. And look, I'm not unaware that I'm sure some of these companies paid for some product placement. Or why was Purple mattress in here instead of Sealy Posturepedic? Okay, I'm sure some of them paid, but the point is, it didn't really feel like in your face as much as how I feel some people verbalized. So as far as, like, again, the internet was a big metaphor for going out in the world. It didn't even have to be the internet. How many movies have we seen where it's like somebody from the small town goes to the big city, or they travel?
Pretty
and
much every love movie in the 80s, they went to LA to find whatever.
That's all this was. It was an animated, let's take two people from a small town, aka an arcade, in older arcade consoles, and you go out in the big broad world. It wasn't about forcing the internet down everybody's throat. And one interesting thing that I thought was a really just off-key criticism from one of the critics was this film just shows how connected to our devices we are and stuff like that, and how and like that, and how our devices poison us. It's like you must have just needed something to bitch about that day.
No kidding.
Because look, and I'm one on this channel to be opinionated, but when it comes to certain films, I'm like, look, if you saw it that way and I saw it this way, that's cool. But I completely disagree with people who saw this like some mean internet thing. Look, that the internet was representation of the broader world, getting out in the world. Speaking of mean, I'm glad that they brought up the bad comments on YouTube. But again, all it was a metaphor for, hey, The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows, right? It's a mean and nasty place. How many times have we seen that? You go to the big city, people aren't nice. That's all that was. The mean comments on YouTube, whatever, were just representative of how the world can be to people who are sheltered, especially if you live in a small town. Look, we're from Wisconsin, and people here are notoriously nice, right? Like
at least to your face, anyway.
Well, it's generally in the big picture of things.
Oh my goodness!
You come watch a Green Bay Packers football game. People are buying each other beers, giving them hand warmers. Oh, are you cold? You're from the south. All right, well, we'll warm you. You know.
Yeah, we just had the Saints, and that's what we did.
I thought this was great, and I think the metaphors were done very well. I think the story was done very well. I think the lessons that friends can have different goals. Look, I have friends from high school that I haven't hung out with consistently in 25 years, and I don't care if this is cliche or not. If you call me at 3 a.m. and said, "Dude, I'm in a fucking spot. Like, I need you," 0 questions asked. Send me the address. I'm there, and I have friends like that too. I have friends like that I see all the time that I could do that. I don't doubt for 2 seconds I could call any of these guys any time of the day. They'd probably bitch at me, whatever. But yeah, I'll be there. You know, it's the whole they'll give you the shirt off.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
They'll give you the shirt off their back, and they'll make sure you still have their shirt.
Exactly.
But they'll still give it to you. And I think that was really powerful because we all have friends like that, right? I shouldn't say we all, but if you're blessed, you have friends like that. Like I said, I have friends that I haven't seen in years, where if I really needed them, they were going to be there. And even though life took us in different directions, that never changes, the special bond of friendship that you have when you spend a lot of quality time together. And I think they said they spent 6 years together just every day, kind of the repeat thing.
They're doing the same thing. Tron, Tapper.
For me, and this film I thought was great. And the one time, it's funny as reactors, sometimes we look at what was nominated for Academy Awards or the Oscars, and we're like, it's garbage. But when we wanted to, when it's confirmation bias, right? Like, oh, look, it got nominated for an Academy Award. So I'm going to go with a little bit of confirmation bias here. And we look at the nominations, Academy Awards, Golden Globes, Kids' Choice Awards, or Critics' Choice Movie Awards. I mean, basically, every movie awards, it was nominated at least for Best Animated Film. So I'm not alone in feeling that this had a lot of quality to it. And again, I feel like this, for me, was every bit as good as the original. And I think that's very, very challenging because the original was such a unique story.
Yeah. I thought it blew away the original.
Yeah, I mean,
because it felt that much bigger and better.
And it's tough, right? Like, because the original, okay, we're in an arcade. It's a very, very unique story. Now, they did a great job of sharing this good message about how, you see your own faults, and sometimes the life you have is much better than what you think it is sometimes. And so they take these main characters, but they really had to write a completely new story. It couldn't just be this extension of the first one. And they did it phenomenally. So
we don't have
thought
our
it was
boards
amazing.
here.
We don't.
But easy 5. Easy 5 out of me. I loved it. Like you said, it was better than the first. I'll go back and forth on that because I love the first so much. But all my expectations of is it going to be as good were put to rest within the first 20 minutes, so 5 out of 5.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to go a 4.75. Again, the only place it misses is that it didn't have any banger music that I normally love in all my movies, so that's just a criticism that I have. You may have felt differently, and that's fine if you didn't think it needed it, but for me, when you're going to have an animated movie, every bit as fun as guessing who the voices are, playing the different characters, for me, it's what songs are they going to put in it, so 4.75 for me.
Yeah, and I think that's a really good point because we've watched some films where it's just incredible, but some of the Disney movies do all original scores, right? So it's interesting that I do find it interesting that they really didn't use a lot of the powerful music, and as Mason Quinn had said, there was a couple scenes that lend themselves to some rock music or some more heartfelt type of songs, but for me that didn't it didn't knock the score down at all. I agree that I would have liked to have seen some of that, but it's still a 5 for me. An incredible story, a ton of fan service, and a good, heartwarming ending. They nailed it for me, guys. Grand slam.
Oh, well, there you go. There's the Ralph 2 play. Hopefully, we can maybe get a third. That would be fun. But if
not, I guess this was a good one to end at, but we had a lot of fun. Hopefully y'all had some fun with us. So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course the answer. Good night now, pals. Maybe we'll catch you on the next one for Ralph.